Hello and welcome to Drayton Manor. Today I'm going to show you what happened on the very first attraction source event from the Drayton Manor Resort here in Staffordshire. It's time for Manor Madness. My name's Matt, this is the Coaster Giant channel, and here's what's coming up in today's vlog. The weather is looking spot on today, so first up, it's 9 o'clock. We've got extra ride time this morning on. In Vikings, we've got Thor and Loki, and we've also got Accelerator. So first of all, we're going to have a big group photo. There's over 100 people here today for the event. Lots of new faces, so that's exciting to meet loads of new people. And yeah, we're going to get on Thor, going to get on Loki, going to get on Accelerator, and have a great morning before the rest of the park guests arrive. I feel so small now. Morning. So, this attraction source event. I've raved about these events in the past. So as soon as this one was announced, I booked myself on. Is it Drayton Manor? Obviously, I don't know why I said that. So we've got early morning ride time. We've just had that on Thor, Loki and Accelerator. Love that little roller coaster. Loki, that was the best ride I've ever had on Zamperla Nebulas. So basically we did the forward cycle, then the backward cycle, then we thought we were going to get off, but no. It got sent again forward, and I am absolutely sure that was faster than normal. Like, it was throwing me into the harness when we went over the top. I wish it ran like that all the time, because that was so much better than other experiences I've had on other Nebuluses. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. So we had 45 minutes doing them 3 rides. We've now got another 45 minutes where the 100 people on the event have got exclusive access to Shockwave and Maelstrom. So I'm going to go do that, and then I'll catch up with you later.
In a good way.
So I've just noticed at this corner of the park in Adventure Cove, they've replaced all the fencing around here, which looks so much better. So last year, I don't know if I've got some before photos, it was like construction walls all painted blue. Now they've got this funky new, nice looking fence over there.
And I was like, if the trains hadn't been on strike like would it was like 250 300.
Okay, so that's the end of the RTs. We got on everything once, which was really good, so we haven't got to do any of the queuing. I'm hanging around at the minute with Gavin, Mike, Abby, Isaac and Kira. So it's Mike's first time at Drayton. How did you find Shockwave?
I really liked it. I wasn't sure how I was feeling on the lift hill going up, but you know, I trusted the restraint, did a little jump. It was great. Loved it.
Good. The things I loved here. So I've just realised, clamshell competition over here. So us three, so we've got Abby from Parks and Pints channel, Isaac from Eddie channel. We were all against each other last year in the clamshells, and Abby won with Nicole. So is Nicole coming later? Cool. I've also got another person with a channel, you want to advertise it?
Yeah, Mike from the party. Subscribe.
Go and check it out. It's a good one. And Kira?
Oh yeah, I do stuff as well.
What's your-
_, Kira. I do funny theme park parody songs that I definitely upload very regularly.
So go and check them channels out. We were planning a Stormforce takeover, but it looks like everyone's just moved, which I'm quite glad about, because if you watch the channel, you know what happens to my hair when it gets wet. I spent 5 minutes doing this morning, so I don't want it to go curly yet. I've got a feeling Stormforce might not open until 12, so I'm just going to go and find out where everyone's gone. Okay, we've swapped it up. We're going to do a group takeover on the chair swinger. Is that what it's called? No, wave swinger. We're going on that next.
I think COVID was actually really good for UK parks because people were on holiday, staycations.
So just in the shop next to Stormforce, and they've got some new merch going on. The gondola that was here selling all the ride parts from the old cable cars is gone. We've got loads of kids wear. And the new branding seems to be 1950, which was the year the park officially opened. Got t-shirts and hoodies. And more designs over here as well.
I just want to know how this one is empty.
That is retro. None of them rides are here anymore. Got cats. And some more teas in lots of different colours. Don't love it as much as the old stuff, but it's good to see them investing in new merch. So the first bit of entertainment we're seeing in the park on the main stage near Accelerator. And Rory's out doing a dance, Chris is out doing a dance.
This is fun. Here we go. Follow me. Stamp your feet like a lion. Stamp your feet like a lion. Show your claws like a lion. Show your claws like a lion. Shake your lion. One more time. Stamp your feet like a lion. Stamp your feet like a lion. Show your claws like a lion. Show your.
So here's a look at the events and all the things that are happening throughout the day. We've got circus performances, Rory the Lion show that you've just seen, and drummers and dancers. And there's 2 shows for Rory and 3 for all of the others. There's also the Standard Thomas things going on over in Thomasland. So we did our little takeover on Wave Swinger. We then went on to the Bounty as well. So we've all been on, literally filled the pirate ship with people from this attraction source event. Now we're heading up to get a bonus. So Drayton have done an Alton Towers and put some massive boards up all the way around the construction area. They're telling us there's no peeking allowed. But I'm sure we'll be able to see through something to check out if anything's changed. Oh.
You know what? I have no win when I do terribly.
Right, let's head on to Sheriff Showdown. Just a little takeover on the Haunting. Every effect was working. It's so good how they maintain that ride. Never seems to go down. All the effects are always on. It's an absolute credit to the Drayton team, that ride is. It's absolutely brilliant. I think it's better than Hex. Especially seeing as Hex isn't open. It hasn't been for a while. Right, it's just gone 12 o'clock, so I don't know if I've told you about the event today. So we had the ERTs this morning. And then this afternoon we have got a free buffet. Well, as part of the event we've got a buffet, we've got a tea, cake, and then we've got a tour of the Haunting as well as talks with people from the park. So I feel like now it's past 12, it's time to get a pint, chill in the sun for a little bit, maybe get a couple more rides and then head for our buffet lunch. So we've just headed out the park back up to the hotel where we're going to get a hot buffet included in today's event. We've got our wristbands on, we've got a date stamp so we can get back into the park. Let's go and check out what's on offer. So we've actually got a hot buffet today, which I've never had at an event before. I've gone for the stew because I panicked and it's the first thing I saw. It's got loads of roast veg and potatoes. There's also salad and potato offerings.
This is actually gnocchi.
Is it gnocchi? Do you know what? I don't think I've ever had gnocchi. It's potato, right? Pasta.
That's a great question. What is gnocchi? Do you know?
What is gnocchi?
I think so.
I thought it was potato. Abby, what's gnocchi?
We have an answer.
Italian potato.
I was right. It's amazing. So, we've been up to the hotel, we had a question and answer session which was very interesting. Danielle, who works in the marketing team here, was telling us that there's a clue on the promotional boards around the new site of the new coaster. So I need to go back up there a little bit later to check it out. I'm like thinking, well, I'll save what I'm thinking until we get back up there and we have a look. But there is some images of track. There's obviously a backdrop to the board. It's got texture to it. Is it something to do with the language that's used? We don't know, but we're going to go and check that out in a little bit. So yeah, we've had a couple of pints, we've had some cake, we've had a really good question and answer session, a little talk about direction in terms of where Drayton's going, which is very much all about like the investments and the 5-year plan. So obviously we had Adventure Cove, then we had Vikings, a brand new area that was just like ground up from a grass field to a new area with 3 new rides and 1 rethemed. This year there's the new ride in Thomasland, which is the little log flume splash ride, and this year we've got all the new events as well, so loads of reasons to come back to Drayton Manor. And then next year we've got the new coaster, so you can really see how they're putting their 5-year plan into use to get the most out of this park. And it is busy today. Like actually the ops are really good, the ride queue times aren't too bad, but like just have a look around. Like we've just walked through the centre of the park, walking into Adventure Cove now. There is lots of people around and a really good atmosphere. So I think we're heading towards the river rapids for a little takeover. Everyone's going to meet down there. I'm going to fill all the boats, see if we can get a bit of get wet on there by filling the boats, and then I think we're just going to have to do it. We're going to have to get on Stormforce 10. It's open now. It didn't open until 12 today. It's got quite a big queue already. But yeah, if we don't get wet on the rapids, we're definitely going to get wet on Stormforce 10. Is there any better sight in the sunshine? It's time for the rapids takeover. How busy the queue is. I've not seen it like this for years. We just had a nice little ride on Air Race. Got our 18 inversions in. I swear there's like the cycle changes on that every time I go on it. We got held upside down quite a lot. Claire has made an appearance. Hello! Back just in time to go on Stormforce 10. It's so hot here today, so I am actually really happy to be getting on this now. This is the last time you'll see me with Stray Hair today. But yeah, we're going to do a takeover. Everyone's here waiting. Let's go and get wet. This is one of my favourite queue lines in the UK. So much detail in here. You'll love the theming in here.
Budget.
This is 1999 budget.
I love it.
Good era.
Theming.
That's not 45 minutes.
Look at the puzzles. It's my favourite thing about this queue line. Well, them puzzles and books. They've been leaning like that since 1999. Unfortunately, I'm old enough to remember the year it opened.
Is that the green
Why aren't
one?
you coming on?
I didn't know it went back.
Oh, that's a great shot on this one.
Oh, we went in through the
One of the best things about Stormforce. Oh no, actually not the best thing, but the queue line gives you amazing views. Oh, queue line's moved. All across the lake and all around the park. Like the sight lines in this park are incredible. So if you've not been here before, you've got Adventure Cove down here, which is where Maelstrom is. You've got Thomas Land over there where you can see the helicopters going around. You've got the central area, which is kind of pirate themed and where all the entertainment happens over there. You can just about see the flags. And then you work your way around, and that's where the Vikings area is, which was new last year, and the hotel just at the top of the hill. So although it's not a massive park, it's really easy to navigate. And the best thing is there's loads more land all the way around this lake that they could use for future development.
Like that is so also, I feel like
That's the moment when you regret everything about going on this ride. Just outside Adventure Cove, we've got some construction going on. So where Rory's little stage and house used to be, it looks like they're building a new games unit, which kind of hints that the new stage in the centre of the park might just become Rory's new home and a little bit more permanent. Okay, so earlier on I mentioned that these signs were on the screen when Danielle was talking from the marketing team, saying that there's actually a big clue in here. So, thinking of clues, it could be the track. Does anybody recognise the track? What could that track be? Or is it just signifying that it's going to be a steel coaster? But the background of the poster is wood. All of the Drayton Manor Resort is in wood. And then there's like the weird AU, no peeking. What? Peeking? Is that like there could be a spike? Does the track signify that there's a loop in it? I haven't got a clue, but if you're looking at this now and you get any ideas of what the clue is in this picture for the new coaster, then drop it in the comments below, because I would love to hear your thoughts. As you can see by the state of my hair, we did Stormforce. It is a good coaster, a good ride, and perfect in this weather. Like, I'm actually drying off already. Probably the first time I've been to Drayton Manor when it's been really hot, so you dry pretty quick. Like, everyone else is like dry. You all look so dry already. Just me with bad hair now. So, haven't vlogged much this afternoon. We've been on quite a few other things. Things like tour of some trucks and everything. I'll put some shots of that in. But now we're just waiting to go on the Haunting, so we're going to have a behind the scenes tour, which I have done before on an event, but I did really enjoy it. So definitely up for doing it again. So not only are all the rides open until 8 o'clock, we've also got a DJ down on the entertainment stage next to Accelerator, banging out the tunes. Day, just sitting with a beer, listening to that, looking out over the lake, this beautiful park. We're actually just going to head on a couple more rides. We've got an hour of the day left. I've got changed because I was fed up with feeling damp. So yeah, we're going to get on Jormungandr because Mike hasn't been on that yet, and then probably a re-ride on Shockwave as well. So we've just got off the backstage tour, behind the scenes tour of the Haunting. So I have done it before, but that one was a lot more in depth. Like, that was a really good tour. If you're a bit of a geek and like to know how stuff works, these events are great for that. So there's usually some kind of behind the scenes thing tied into it, and doing like a Vekoma madhouse behind the scenes, and just seeing how everything works, all the air cannons, how the drum works in the room, just learning things like the gondola only actually moves to a maximum of 15 degrees, but like you feel like you're moving a lot more. But yeah, lots of little nuggets of information were passed on in that. Right, now it's time to head on to Jormungandr. Just around this side you can see there's some more construction wall there, but then it finishes. You see straight through to Drunken Barrels now. All the groundwork started in terms of everything's been demolished, and they've started sorting out the levels as well, so that's all been banked up over there behind where Apocalypse was. The toilets are out of action now. Here's Jormungandr. And then there's just a big mound of hardcore there, so yeah, there's no actual construction on there yet, so there's not really any point in doing any kind of construction update because there's nothing to see yet. We just had our last ride of the day on the wonderful Shockwave. I don't get when people say they don't like it or it's rough. Like I don't feel that at all. Do you agree?
Yeah,
It's not
no,
a rough
definitely.
coaster.
It's not at all. It's a really, really good roller coaster. I've never had a bad ride on it compared to something like Infusion or anything like that.
So it's going to be interesting to see what happens next year. I think is it next year? It's 30 years old. Rumours of it getting a new train as well. Will it be sit down? Will it be stand up? Is it going to become a bit of an event and a relaunch? We don't know, but yeah, exciting to see what they're doing with it. I like the fact that they're looking after it. I'm going to keep that ride going for a few more years. So that's us coming to the end of the day at Drayton Manor. It's nearly 8 o'clock. It's been a really good day on the Attraction Source event. I've enjoyed it, and I haven't been to many events, but these guys have never been to one, so it's their first event. So what do you both think? Hang on,
I really
let me
enjoyed
just
it.
flip the camera around, sorry.
It's just nice to...
Start again.
Sorry. Yeah, it was just fun to be around people that share the same interest, you know, having some company on the ride, and the behind-the-scenes tour was really good, something you would never do otherwise. And to me, that was the highlight of the day.
So you're glad you attended?
100%. I'll definitely be back for more events.
Cool.
Yeah, a pretty perfect theme park day. Extra ride time, behind the scenes tour, a Q&A session, lunch, hanging out with other enthusiasts. Yeah, brilliant. I'm so glad I came.
And like me as well, these guys both came to their first event kind of, well, you were on your own kind of. And now we've hung around all day and now we're like friends. We're friends. But that is like, the events are great and everything that they offer is great for enthusiasts, but like in terms of like meeting new people as well, like the amount of people that I've met through doing these events over the last 12 months is crazy. So as I've said before, I highly recommend it. If you're into theme parks and you're thinking, oh, I'd like to do that but aren't sure, just book yourself on. Everyone's really friendly. Yeah, I can't recommend it enough. You'll get a great park day, great experiences, and meet a bunch of great people. Highly recommend it. So the DJ is still pumping out the tunes down here in the centre of the park. Honestly, really sorry we didn't capture much of the entertainment that was on today. We saw Rory dancing, that was the best bit. We missed all the gymnastics and all of the circus stuff. I'll try and do better next time on these events, but because of the Attraction Source event as well, we had to be in certain places at certain times, things that we wouldn't want to miss. So yeah, we just missed a bit of the entertainment, but the vibes that it creates is great. I highly recommend coming and checking out any of the events that they've got going on this year. It's been a really good day. So, for this one, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to drop in the comments what you think the new coaster might be and what clues you have spotted on that poster that I showed you earlier. If you've enjoyed the video, give it a like. And honestly, if you're debating whether to do one of these events, just book yourself on it. It's a great day out. Until the next one, I'll see you later.